Well, we're on the way down to a mark in search of some bass, maybe some codling. Rough ground mark, we've got a long walk, so let's see how we get on. Well, I think we found what we're looking for. Take a look. We've got a big, probably a 80-yard square lump of sand amongst all this rough ground. So this is probably the ideal spot for us. We'll get set up shortly and give it a go. I'd just like to take a minute to show you what we're using here on this sort of broken ground. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got an ordinary pulley rig running down. It's very, very short. It's probably only 1.5 feet long, and that stops the hooks swinging round too much in the tide to find snags. But also another little point it's worth pointing out. So I'm using very, very fine wire hooks. They're a 3/0, but they're a match pattern, and they are very, very sharp, but they've got a nice fine wire, so if they do get snagged, a little bit of pressure through the rod and you should be able to bend your hooks out and get your gear back. There we are, Cavey's got a whiting. Right.
We have lugworm, ragworm and squid rat. And that's on a short up and over. That's ready to go. He's got his first fish of the session.
Oh,
little bass. Lovely.
Well, here we go. Oh. First fish of the session. Caught on those little fine wire hooks I was showing you earlier. Fishing at close range over the rough ground. Prickly little customers. Ow. There we go. bass, second one of the session. Not bad considering we're in November. Lovely. I got snagged, gave it a good old tug, and just bent the hook out a little bit. I've just changed that one, so it's just proves to you that it works. Missed it. Cavey's just missed a hell of a drop back then. That's a shame. How about this one? Got rockling on a whole squid. Back he goes. Oh, this is right.
Squid?
That one worked. Oh, it's just come off.
Oh.
Bollocks. Lost a fish there. Of course, that is one of the downsides of using lighter tackle on the end, but the way the fish was fighting, it was almost certainly a ray, which is not the target species, so I'm not too disappointed. Fingers crossed we get another bite. What you got then, Cavey?
British record bass, mate. Hang on, see if I just try and lift it
Bit
up.
heavy, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're after the big uns today, Cavey.
Oh yes. Oh. Hey.
Back it goes. Well, we're more or less at the limit on this mark now. It's quite a big tide, so we're pushed right against the cliffs. It won't be long, we're going to have a walk down there to where the cliffs level off a bit. And it's too dangerous fishing against these cliffs. We've seen two lumps of mud have fell down, and so one thing, if you are fishing against cliffs, don't push your luck. Well, we've moved on, but we've not had anything from this spot yet. So basically, we've got a big wall out there. I've just seen a seal stick his head up actually, but there's a big wall out there of rocks. It's fair chuck, but we'll wind into it and see if I can get it close to them.
Oh no.
What you got, Cavey?
My worst nightmare.
If it's not mussels, it's eels. Well done, Cavey. That's a lovely thing. Beauty. Lovely job. What was that on, Cave?
Lug at about 10 yards out.
Hold it up for us. Very fat fish, isn't it? Yeah. It's a good couple of pound.
There we go. Another one, probably 15 yards that time. Lovely job.
Got another rock clean.
Nice colours.
Yeah, lovely. Right on cue. Gets dark, and in come the whiting. Pesky little whiting. Feel a nice fish, Cave.
Nothing special.
Another little bass and a whiting.
Bastards took a whiting.
Took the whiting.
Well, I don't know. Bass and a whiting, but
Oh well.
getting back. Right, there we go. It's a skinny one. It's a bit manky, but it's an Essex codling, which is quite rare these days. So there we go. Out time. Let's get her back. Well, see what she measures. It's 41, look. There we go.
Well, we've moved again, but all we're getting is whiting after whiting after whiting. Where we were before, the water dropped off the sand, and we've had to move to another patch of sand that's further out in the tide, but we're not going to give it much longer now. Fingers crossed. Well, thank you for watching another episode. Hopefully the tips we've given you in this video will help catch more fish like this. You know, come down at low water, find some clean ground in amongst the rough, fish sensible rigs, sensible baits, stay mobile, and hopefully that will put a few more winter bass and codling on the beach for you. Thanks for watching.